Hello students, today we'll solve the no calculator math section of the March 2021 US QAS paper together. So let's begin. Question 1. The function h is defined by hx is equal to minus 1 by 4x minus 2, which is the graph of y is equal to h of x. Okay, so I can see that the slope is negative 1 by 4, which means that it has to be a falling line, right? So it can't be option A and option B, right? So those I can directly cancel out. Now let's look at this options below, option C and D. So I can see that the y-intercept is negative 2. And so let me write that. Y-intercept is negative 2 and both of them have a negative 2 y-intercept, so we need to look at the slope. So the slope is negative 1 by 4 in option D. You can see that because this goes through minus 8 comma 0 and 0 comma negative 2. So the slope will be minus 2 by 8, which is minus 1 by 4. So D is my right answer for the first question. Okay, let's go to question 2. This says, what is the positive solution to x squared plus 10 is equal to 91? Right, so I can write this as x squared is 81. So x is plus or minus 9. So plus 9 is the positive solution. Option A. Question 3. What value of x satisfies this equation? So we have x plus 7 is 3x minus 9. So minus 2x is minus 16. So x will be 8. Option B. Question 4. A line in the xy plane has a slope of 1 and passes through the point 0, 2. What is the equation of the line? So we can use y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Okay, so since the slope is 1, m is 1, and since it passes through 0, 2, the y-intercept is 2. So the equation would be y is equal to x plus 2, option C. Question 5. From 1990 to 2001, German currency included coins called pfennigs, worth 1 pfennig each, and groschen, worth 10 pfennigs each. Which equation represents a number of pfennig coins, P, and groschen coins that have a combined value of 85 pfennigs? Okay, so if I have P pfennigs, then their value is just P in pfennigs. And if I have G groschen, then in pfennigs, their value is 10G, right? Because each groschen is worth 10 pfennigs. So G groschen is worth 10G pfennigs. So the total value in pfennigs is P plus 10G, and that is equal to 85. So P plus 10G is 85, option B. Question 6. If x is greater than 0, which of the following is equivalent to 1 by x plus 1 by 2x? So I can take 2x as the LCM of the denominator. So I get 2 here and I get 1 here. So this becomes 3 by 2x. Option C. Okay, The graph in the xy plane of the equation above is a circle. What are the coordinates of the center? So x square minus 10x plus y square plus 6y is 2. Now the equation of the circle in standard form is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is r squared, where h comma k is the center of the circle and r is the radius of the circle. So to bring this a given equation in the standard form, I'll need to complete the squares. So I'll say x squared minus, I'll write 10x as 2x multiplied by 5, and I'll add the square of 5. Why? Because this will become a square, 2ab, and b square. And that is the formula for a minus b, the whole squared, when there is a negative here. So I wanted to convert it into that form. So I'll do that. Let me just erase this. Yeah, okay. Then what about y square plus 6y? I'll write it as y square plus 2y into 3, and I'll add the square of 3. And on the right hand side, also I'll add the square of 5 and the square of 3. So these three terms become x minus 5 the whole squared. These three terms become y plus 3 the whole squared. And here we get 2 plus 25 plus 9, which is what? 27, 36. So my center becomes 5 comma negative 3, and my radius becomes 6, because this is r squared, so radius is 6. So my answer is 5 comma negative 3, which is option C. Okay, let's go to question 8. When created in the xy plane, what point is the solution to the given system of inequalities? Okay, so we can actually work with the options. 1 comma 1, if I put that in y greater than 4x, then 1 is greater 1 is greater than 4, right? That's what this point will suggest from the first one. 1 is greater than 4, which is not possible, so A is out. Let's work with minus 2 comma minus 2. So y greater than 4x, minus 2 is greater than minus 8. Yeah, that is true. And y less than minus x. So minus 2 is less than 2, which is also true. So my answer should be B. Okay, let's just verify that C and D are not correct. So let me clear this. Yeah, let me clear all of this so that I have some space here. Okay. 3 comma negative 3. 3 comma negative 3. So y greater than 4x. Negative 3 is greater than 12, which is not correct. So C is out. And let's look at the last one. We can write it here. Minus 4 comma 4. So y greater than 4x. 4 greater than minus 16, which is true. And y less than minus x. So 4 less than 4, which is not true, right? So this is also not the answer. The answer is B. Okay. Question 9. The equation H is equal to 150 plus 10T gives the total number of housing units H in a community T months after a new zoning law was passed. How many housing units are added to the community each month after the zoning law was passed? So this is basically a way to interpret the standard form of the linear equation y is equal to mx plus c, right? So when you say how many housing units were added to the community each month after the zoning law was passed, They are basically asking you the value of m, because m is delta y over delta x, which means change in y for a unit change in x, right? So when we talk about each month, we are talking about uh, a unit change in x value, right? So in this question, h is the y variable and t is the x variable. So the right answer for the number of housing units added each month is 10, because that is the slope, option A. Okay, question 10, which expression is equivalent to this? So let's just open the brackets first. 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 minus 5x squared plus x plus 7. 2 minus 5 minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. So minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5, option D. Question 11. Y is equal to x minus 1, x plus 1, and x plus 2. The graph in the xy plane of the equation above contains the point A, comma B. If minus 1 is less than A is less than 1, which of the following is not a possible value of B? Okay, so the roots here would be 1, -1, and -2. So -2, -1, and 1. So let's say it looks like this. Yeah, let's say my graph for y looks like this. Now, the graph contains the point A, comma B, right? And A is between -1 and 1. So you can see that between -1 and 1, if I take any value of x between -1 and 1, the value of the graph is negative, because the graph is below the x-axis, right? So the which of the following is not a possible value of b? That is something that I have to look at. So -2 is possible, -1 is possible. What about 0? -1 at 1. For these two values of x, the graph is 0, right? Because at -1. So 0 is also something that is possible. And D is the only option that is not possible, because that is positive. So the answer is D. Okay, let's go to question 12. Two beach balls are each in the shape of a sphere. The larger beach ball has a diameter of 3x and the smaller beach ball has a diameter of x. What is the ratio of the volume of the larger beach ball to the volume of the smaller beach ball? Right. So we know that the volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cubed, right? So if I take the volume of the larger ball to the volume of the smaller ball, it will effectively be the ratio of the larger radius to the smaller radius, whole divided by 3, a whole to the power 3. Now, since radius and diameter are proportional, I can also say that this would be the same as diameter of the larger ball to diameter of the small ball to the power 3, which means that this would be 3x by x to the power 3, which is going to be 3 cubed or 27. So the answer would be 27 to 1. Okay, question 13. What is the graph of the equation y is equal to 2 times 3 to the power x? Okay, so here we can work with some points. So let's make a quick x and y comparison. Let's say x is 0, then 3 to the power 0 is 1, into 2 is 2. Okay, so at 0 the value should be 2, so I can eliminate B, I can eliminate C. Okay, let's say x is 1, so 3 to the power 6. So at 1 it should be 6, which is here, so it can't be D, right? So the right answer is option A. Okay, question 14. The graph of the function f is shown. Which of the following is a value of x for which fx is 0? Okay, so we can see that when is fx 0? Fx is 0 here, here, and here. So when x is -2, 1, and 2 point something, right? So from these points, the right answer, the value of x for which fx is 0 is 1, option C. Okay, question 15. The function a of t, which is 12 into 2 to the power t by 6, models the number of water hyacinths in a population over time, where a of t is the number of water hyacinths and t is the time in days since the population was first measured. Which of the following is the best interpretation of 2 to the power t by 6 in this context? Okay, interesting. So let's say I know that when t is 0, when we have started the experiment, then a of 0, the initial population will be 12 times 2 to the power 0, which is 12. So my initial population is 12, right? What happens after 1 day when t is 1? A of 1 will be 12 times 2 to the power 1 by 6, which is to say that t of 6 is a of 6 12 times 2, which means that the population is doubling after 6 days. That's what 2 to the power t by 6 is telling me. So the population is doubling every 6 days. So option B is the right answer. The number of water hyacinths doubled every 6 days. Option A, the number of water hyacinths doubled t times. That's irrelevant because that's not what the variable in the exponent means. The number of water hyacinths increased by 2 every t by 6 days. That is not correct because to increase by 2 indicates a linear progression, but this is an exponential equation. Number of water hyacinths increased by 2 every t days. Again, this is not relevant here because t has to have a value and it basically doubles every 6 days. So this is also not correct. Okay, let's look at question 16. 4t minus 8t is 12h. The given equation can be written as t is equal to ad plus bh when a and b are constants. What is the value of a? Okay, so let me write here 4t. If I take minus 8t to the right hand side, I'll write it as 8t plus 12h. And if I divide the equation by 4, I'll get t is 2t plus 3h. And this is how the equation is given. T is AD plus BH. So I can see that A will be 2. So the answer is 2. Question 17. In the figure shown, BC is parallel to AD and AB is equal to CD. Okay, so this is an isosceles trapezium. What is the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD? Okay, so let's draw this like this. Since this is 10, let's call this M and this is N. So Mn will also be 10 and it would be divided equally on either side. So this, let's call this P. So MP is Pn is 5, right? So if this is 5 and this is 5, and AP would be 13. AP is PD is 13 because this is an isosceles trapezium, so they will be divided equally. Then you can see that this AM would be 8, right? AM would be 8, and similarly ND would also be 8. Now the height is 6, so this is 6, and ND is 8. So by Pythagoras theorem, CD is 10, and by the same logic, AB is also 10, right? So the quadrilateral ABCD, the perimeter becomes 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 26. 10 AB, 10 BC, 10 CD, and AD 26. So 10, 20, 30, 56. So the answer is 56. Okay, let's do question 18. The equation above has solutions x is equal to n plus root k and x is equal to n minus root k, where n and k are positive integers. What is the value of n plus k? Okay, so x squared minus 2x minus 1 is 0. Let's use the discriminant formula. Minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So that's 2 plus minus under root of 4 minus 4 into 1 into negative 1 divided by 2. So that becomes 2 plus minus under root of 4 plus 4, 8 divided by 2, which is 2 plus minus 2 root 2 divided by 2, which is 1 plus minus root 2. So basically my solution is 1 plus minus root 2. So n is 1 and k is 2. So n plus k is 3. Okay. Question 19. If x comma y is the solution to the given system of equations, what is the value of x? Okay, so I have 4x plus y is 7 and 2x minus 7y is 1. So I need to get rid of y, so I'll multiply this by 7. So I'll get 28x plus 7y is 49. And now I'll add these two, so I'll get 30x is equal to 50. So x is 5 by 3. Right, so 5 by 3 is the answer for x. Okay, and then question 20. 1 by 2x plus 5 is kx plus 7. K is a constant. The equation has no solution. What is the value of k? Okay, so when we have ax plus b is cx plus d, for no solution, the condition is a should be equal to c. The coefficient of the x term should be equal, but the constants should not be equal, right? So here the constants are anyway not equal. So if I just equate the coefficients of x, my answer would be, I'll get my answer. So k has to be half because that would equate the coefficients of x. So there we have it. We have solved the no calculator section of the March 2021 US QAS. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. It will help us grow the channel, and also share this video with your friends. Thank you. Come back for more videos. Bye.